One. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm so excited this morning that the Most High woke me up.
Woo!
And I
Wait a
got a
minute.
wonderful guest with me this morning. And of course, my name is Chiquita Lindsay, the Queen of Real Estate. And I want to thank the Reverend Dr. Danielle Winningham for letting me use her platform to bring the message to the American women this morning. And this week has been all about real estate investing and retiring early with real estate investing. So every morning I've had a different guest for a different topic. And this is definitely an expert this morning on the topic that I've always been talking about. And so this morning we're talking about don't trust your Social Security for retirement. You know, I'm always saying that. There's nothing new. It comes out of my mouth every day and every time I talk about investing with real estate. So I like to introduce to everyone, if you don't already know this powerful woman, Miss Rose Fauntleroy. Introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. As Chiquita said, I am Rose Fauntleroy. I am your virtual sales genie. What that means is I make your automation, your lead generation, generate revenue for your bottom line. Revenue that you can keep for your bottom line. And you know, it's all about what you keep. But that brings us to our topic this morning because our topic is don't trust Social Security with your retirement. Now, we all know that the Social Security system was created many years ago. It's based on what you make when you are working in the workplace. A percentage of that and Medicare and all of that goes to the government. They set it aside. People become of retirement age, and then they get to draw a percentage of the money that they have paid into the system for
Mm-hmm.
all those years that they worked. Okay.
So Rosie, tell the people, tell the American women why you're the expert, even though you're the
Oh,
genie, but why are you the expert on the Social Security issue?
did I forget to tell them that? Well, when I was in the workforce, I worked a total of 40 years. 21 of those years, I was a litigation paralegal handling Social Security disability cases. That's what I did for 21 years. I did that and I did workers' compensation. Well, this morning we're going to talk about Social Security. I did Social Security disability, but the two kind of go hand in hand because when you're working and paying into the system, if you become disabled before retirement age, then you can apply for Social Security disability regardless of what age you are. But the thing of it is, you still have to qualify. It's not an automatic system, it's not an automatic check. And one of the things that I used to hear almost on a daily basis is, well, I paid into the system. So why did they deny me? Why can't I get my money out? Well, it doesn't work like that. You have to prove that you're disabled. Just because you go to a doctor says you have such and such a so and so, and you think, oh, and they may say you can't work, and you go and file, and you get a denial, and you're shocked. Why am I denied? I worked all these years. Now I can't work anymore. Well, the system makes you prove it. And it's not an easy proof to get unless you have some kind of, I don't want to say strange, but some kind of disease, um, or you're terminally ill. I mean, well, you're terminally ill. You're not going to get a check for so long anyway, not being funny or anything. Um, but there's certain criteria that you have to meet. But when you get to, if you get to your retirement age, which there kind of are two, because you could draw early retirement, which is at age 62.
Well, Rosie, let me stop you right there. Are you saying that we have to basically beg for the privilege if you're disabled to get what's due to you from the government?
Absolutely. And it's not really what's due to you, it's what you can prove is wrong with you. And when I say prove it, I don't mean go to the doctor. You know, you go to the doctor, you get a doctor's note. Doctor's note may say, well, I say that this person cannot work. Well, there's criteria to it. One, you have to be over a certain age. As you get older, your factors get better. But
Mm.
if you are 35 years old and you you mess up your foot and you have a limp, or you're in a wheelchair, okay, and you apply for disability because your doctor says you can, they're not going to approve you at 35 years old. It's just not going to happen
Oh,
because
wow.
there are several factors that they look at.
Okay, before we move to those factors, let's tell the American women that's one reason why you have to have your own money. That's one reason why you need some real estate. That's why one reason why you need money to build your own business without taking out of your household money to prepare in case something like that happens. And so that's what's so great about the grants that we're giving away. So we're giving away 20 free grant downloads that's worth thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars for you to build your business and not have to get put in that situation.
Absolutely.
So the website is on screen. Go to that website and grab your free download. What is your backup plan? We never know what's going to happen to us. We can wake up and not be able to see, walk, and talk the next morning. And then you got to depend and beg on the government for their pocket change. Disability is still not enough for you to survive. It's not enough. It's below the medium, the average medium of what you need to live your best life in retirement. I don't care if you can't move or talk, you still need money in your bank account. People have to help take care of you. They're going to give you the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Absolutely. So go ahead and download those free grants. Download them now. Go now and download that and build your own business and not worry about what you're going to need if something happens. If you do need to apply for it, it's pocket change. Because Rosie, don't it take like months and years to even get that first check?
Sometimes it can. Say, for instance, okay, let me explain it this way. If you apply for disability and you were approved, okay, say you were approved today. So you approved today, there's no back benefit because it's as of today.
So you struggled all that time waiting.
Well, and you have a waiting period. If you're approved for disability, there is a 5-month waiting period where you're not paid any money. It's like a portion that I guess the government kind of keeps. On that 6th month is when your benefits would start. So if you were approved today, you don't get a check next month. You have a 5-month waiting period and then your checks will start.
And so it's not retroactive back those 5 months?
No, that 5 months you never see.
Wow.
Not retroactive. You could be approved. Say you were approved because it takes a while to go through the process. And I see Joanne. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, everybody. I see Joanne put in the chat. She applied once, waited 4 years, then went to a lawyer, went to court, and had a hearing, and she was still denied.
Wow.
Even though her doctor said she was disabled. Well, it takes more than that. And a lot of people don't know that. It takes more than just one note from your doctor. You have to prove over the period that you're requesting that you were disabled for that period. And what people also don't know is if you say you're disabled, you're not working, you've been out of work 5 years or more, the quarters you accumulate as you work, you accumulate what's called work quarters.
Wow.
And you have to work a total of 10 years to accumulate enough work quarters to qualify for disability. That's
wait a minute, Rose.
uh,
They setting
a
you up
lot.
for
It's a
failure.
system.
So you're getting set up for failure, basically.
Kind of
There's
sort of. If you
every
don't know the
roadblock.
system. If you
That's
don't know
every,
the system.
and because America is a corporation,
You say it every day, and every
Amer-
day you're correct.
you're a corporation, and they have so many rules and regulations to block you from even any little pocket change that you're going to get. So that's why we have to build up our own businesses. That's why we have to have real estate.
You have to have some kind of asset, and real
Exactly.
estate is the best asset you can have. Now, well, we're not even gonna go that far.
Don't
We're
take
not,
them
we,
to
we,
me.
we,
You don't
we're
have to
not
have
even
those
gonna go that far. I'm trying to
sure
keep it
every
as simple
American
as
woman
possible.
is getting the message. And then if you're getting disability, they don't want you to own anything.
Absolutely.
Why does the system set up to keep you down? If you're truly disabled, then and you can't do anything else, then that's what you probably need to depend on. But
You're gonna have to
don't let them tell you no on your money. You got to go out there and get your own money. And if you have to get those things, then that's just pocket change.
And you want to make sure once you get your money and you do your business and start your business and run it and you make assets, you want to make sure you protect your money. But we're not going to go there because that's going a little too deep. You got to protect your money because if something were to happen to you, you don't want to have to use all of your money for medical bills, medicine, things like that.
They want you to use your money first, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well.
So, real estate is that asset that you heard Chiquita say each and every day. If you own a piece of land and you don't have anywhere to go, you can drive your car up on that piece of land and sleep in your pitch a tent, right. Do whatever you want to do with it. It's yours.
And so Dee Morrison said, people believe the government is watching them if they're out and about without a cane or a limp. I believe it.
Sometimes they are. Absolutely.
They don't have to drive up in your street and park across the street. They have technology. They can look down on your house and see you coming in and out, cutting the grass, swimming in a swimming pool.
Absolutely.
Doing whatever they can track you with technology today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So why have a piece of real estate, build your business. Go ahead and grab those 20 free grants so you don't have to be put in that position to have to struggle when something happens to you. Life happens.
And see, Chiquita, you make a good point. Grants. Grants are money that you can get that you don't have to pay back. So go to www.blackandpinkmoney.com and get your free download. There are 20 grants that you can apply for. Some you can apply for right now, some are yearly. So this is a resource. Right. This is a resource that Chiquita is giving to you all that can serve you not just for today, but can serve you for the years to come. So see, it's not a stagnant resource. It's a fluid resource.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, you're right. And so we're having a boot camp next week. Retire with Real Estate Boot Camp is $20.21. It's August 10th through the 13th. The information is on the bottom. Go to that link and grab your ticket and learn how you can start having other assets. Social Security is not an asset. Your pension is not an asset. It's not. They're in control. That's another form of control.
And very few companies have pensions these days.
You're right. These young people pension, what is it?
And see, that's another thing, Chiquita. Mm-hmm. Younger people who are in the workforce now, who's to even say Social Security will be there?
Wow, you're right.
Retirement age. I retired, but I'm not of retirement age. So who's to even say that Social Security is going to be there when I become retirement age? Because for me, I think retirement age is 67.
No, Rosie. But you retirement age whenever you want to retire. Any American woman out there.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about Social Security.
That's their rules. That's their rules.
Well, I retired when I wanted to retire.
Right.
I'm not of age to draw any Social Security.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean,
so
I am.
But it's going to be there.
You're right, Rose. In the way the government's printing money now, you're right. will it be there? And even before the pandemic, they were saying that they were going to run out of money.
Absolutely. They say it every year.
They say it every year. Are they not gonna have the little $20 a month increase? Are they gonna cut back some people's checks so it'll be more money available for other people
Well,
retiring?
think about this though, Chiquita. Think about
Mhm.
this. With the pandemic, okay, we've
Yep.
been locked down for almost about 15 months. People couldn't work. Some people worked from home, but a lot of people lost their jobs.
Right.
A lot of people are not in the workforce anymore.
You're right.
The way Social Security collects money is through the workforce.
Wow.
So if there's no money going into the system from the workers, then there won't be enough to sustain in the long run.
Wow. You're right, Rosie. You're right.
So, people
You're right.
haven't thought about that.
Right. And then don't they take like the last 5 years that you worked and average that and base your check on it, some kind of formula?
There is a
There's a formula.
formula that look at, because you could work, say when you first go into the workforce, you really don't make a lot of money. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
hopefully as the years go forward and you stay in the workforce, your salary, your wages increase, which increases what goes into your Social Security pot.
Mm-hmm.
But now the most that you're going to get out of regular Social Security retirement, regardless of what you made, is going to be under $3,000 a month.
Well, the average in print, what I read for January 2021, is the average check is about $1,500.
Right.
If you make it, yeah,
$1,700.
So that's about what, 18,000 a year, 20,000 a year. How are you going to survive?
You can't survive, because then you're going to go and you're going to get you you're going to work part-time, or you're going to do something else. And that's going to see, a lot of people don't know that there's a threshold that may throw you over the threshold. And then your Social Security benefits may be taxable.
Right. Are they going to take $1 for every so many dollars you made? See, it's a form of control. And so Ms. Phillips says you can draw Social Security at 62. That's what she did. It's the best decision.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes that's a good decision for everybody. For some people, depending on your personal situation, health issues, something like that. But when you take it at 62, you're limited. Your check cut, you get a lower amount, which is not enough anyway.
20% lower.
So you're saying, I'm going to just retire 22 and get my 62 and get my check. And then if you go work somewhere else, you got to make sure they don't give you so many hours. You got to make sure you didn't make so much. So they're still controlling your income. But in some situations, that may be great for that person. That's a personal thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and they do take Medicare insurance out if you want it. Yep.
Oh boy, I got a sore thumb about that. I worked the job for 37 years and never had to pay insurance or anything, because my husband had a job at Ford and I was always carried. And then when Ford made us pay, it's like $34 a month family plan at Ford.
Wow.
So when I quit my job, when I turned 65, they made me sign up for Medicare. Now I don't get Social Security. I'm old enough to draw it. Why don't I get it? Because I make more money than Social Security is going to send me. I don't want them controlling my income, like Rose said. They're going to take $1 for every so many dollars I make. So I don't want to be under control. But why is it, ladies, and if you didn't know this, I'm going to inform you now. If you own somebody else's insurance plan and you never had to pay insurance or worry about it, as soon as you turn 65, they'll start calling you before you 65 and say, hey, you need to sign up for this, you need to sign up for that. And I said, whoa, wait a minute, I'm not taking a check yet. You still got to sign up. So you get a brand new bill and you have been calculating your money when you retire, how much money you have. Guess what? You're going to get a bill for $144 every 3 months to pay for that Social Security, whether you're in good health or not. And they threaten you kindly and say, if you don't take this, it's going to be more money when you do take it. So they're still controlling you. So make sure if you put that amount in your budget when you retire. That's why I say you have to have more than enough. finances when you retire, because there's some things you haven't even thought about that you're going to need until you get in it. Yeah, I got a sore thumb on that one. I really do. I really see, you done got me excited. I'm not paying. Every time I get it, I was like, why had I go so many years and I had to pay that, and now y'all want money?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't in my mind. It did not compute. Right. So, you go ahead and put that on your budget for retirement. Now, the only way you can get out of not paying that is if you're really low income and they may pay it for you. But you don't want to be that low. You want to make more than enough money so you got money to pay that and not worry.
And not worry about it. Tranu, I see your comment. You did a great thing. You made a plan. Yes, at 70 years old, now that you've reached you're way past retirement age. So you're drawing everything you can draw, and there's nothing they can do with it. But look at where you are. You're 70. And you waited until you met the threshold. See, people don't know that it's a system. Everything in America is a system. And if you don't know the rules to the system, you're not going to come out ahead.
Right. And Shanu has a point. She's 70, she can make as much. But what if you didn't make it to 70?
Right.
Yeah, and that's what they use. Work a few more years. Every year we'll give you a percentage more. But what if you don't make it?
Right. And they know kind of whether or not you're going to make it because they use the death tables, and they use it's insurance. I can't think of the exact name of the table, but there's a formula table that they use that will tell them how a percentage of how many people will make it to retirement age, how many will die, all of that kind of stuff. So they kind of, have a ballpark.
Right. And, it's okay to wait till 70 to draw it, but I'm not waiting till 70. I'm like 66 and a half that I can draw that and not be a limit on my money. And then I will take it because it's due to me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You should get what is due to you.
What is due to you, you should take it, but don't let them penalize you for a few dollars and prevent you from making millions of dollars, preventing you from making those six figures just because you're going to sit home and wait on that check. So the thing is, you got to leave in good health. Right, exactly. Because you can wait till 70 and die 2 years later.
Absolutely.
So how did that benefit you? And you're right. We also want to take care of our health because women live longer, and we want to feel good while we're living longer. And we want our finances. And that's what owning real estate, investing in real estate is going to give you that extra finances, that you don't have to wait or worry about that government check coming. It's just your
peace of mind.
Yeah.
It gives you peace of mind because, that's a whole nother lane we can go down, and taking care of your health. Peace of mind helps with your health. If you don't have that worry, that stress and strain. So having a piece of real estate or several pieces of real estate of your own, helps with your health, helps with your peace of mind.
Right.
You don't have that stress and strain. You have something you can fall back on.
Right. So, but if you're on your own business now, you need to be making money in that business. If you're not making money, it's a hobby.
Yep.
And so that's why you need these free grants to help you have capital in your business so you can create wealth and in turn buy assets. Buy assets. Absolutely. So this morning we're talking about not to trust the government Social Security with your finances, with retire. When does it make sense to retire early? When does it make sense to stay? This is Real Estate Investing Week. It's about you building your business and having the capital that you need to build a big business. You have to spend money to make money. And you don't want to take it out of your grocery budget. You don't want to take it out of the household budget. And so there's so many grants out there now. Go to that link posted and get your free download. We're having a boot camp next week. Retire early with real estate for 4 days. All 4 days is only $20.21. This is the second time that I've taught this boot camp for women, showing you how easy it is to start investing in real estate and create your own retirement fund.
And y'all, the boot camp is all that because I went through it. Good morning, Monique. I went through the boot camp last go round, and I will go through it again this time. And on top of that, I've taken Chiquita's 13-week class or course.
Right.
So don't get left behind.
And so Shanu had a point. Leave in good health, don't wait. That's why she left at 62. Now, retire. You can retire at any age you want. You don't have to wait.
You ain't gotta wait.
You 62. I left at 61.
I left at 55.
See, that's why you build your own fund. The government saying you can't go to 62. You can't go to 65. No, that's all a gimmick. But you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Don't get up one morning. Don't get up one morning and say I quit.
Now, when I had a whole lot of mornings walking through the house saying that as I was going out the door to work.
I know you want to, but you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan before you leave. Now, if you get fired, then that's different.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah, you got to really make it work. But start thinking about it now. Don't wait until you 50, 55 and start thinking. But the great thing, if you don't wake up until late, real estate is going to be the fastest and the most secure for you to free yourself.
That's absolutely right. And that was one of the things I heard you say yesterday, and you've said it all along. It's never too late to start. There are a lot of things that you may want to do, a lot of businesses, a lot of things you're interested in. And you may think, well, I'm past the time. I don't have the energy. I just don't want to study. I don't want to do any of those things. But real estate is one of the things that you can start at age 15, 18, or you can start at age 6, age 7. You can always start and have an asset in your portfolio.
You're exactly right, Rose. You can make it semi-passive, passive income with real estate investing. The average woman you don't need a degree. You don't need a diploma. You don't have to be an agent. If you older, don't go back to college and make a whole bunch of student debt.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you say, I think I should have been a so-and-so. Well, go back if you want to and owe the government all that money on student loans.
Or Chiquita, if you want to go back to school, invest in some real estate first and let the real estate pay for you to go to school.
I ain't trying to get nobody school that kind of money.
I mean, but some people really want to go to school.
No, that real estate gonna be money in my pocket. They don't teach that in nobody's college that I know of.
Oh no, they don't.
Everybody's not cut up for college.
But there may be somebody who says, I want to go back to school. And they go out, instead of going out here getting student loans and all of that, get you some real estate, get you a couple houses, couple pieces of land, put
if you want to use small houses on it. I see what you're saying, Rosie. Use that real estate and pay the college people. The college is a corporation. Don't get me started. It's another.
All of it is
another title. College is good for somebody, but it's not good for everybody.
Oh no, it's not for everybody.
And when you talk to some cultures, they say, don't let your kids spend your retirement money.
Absolutely not.
In other cultures, there are children that's getting millions of dollars of money to go to college. That goes back to grants.
Yep.
Pay those people with grant money.
Absolutely.
Pay them with somebody else's money. Even with real estate, we use other people's money and other people's property to create wealth. And some cultures know that.
Know it more than
they know that. So if you have little children now, there's places where you can Kumon, those type of places. Those little kids are doing. They're little, 8, 9 years old, doing algebra. And those parents are not using their hard-earned savings.
Nope.
Or their retirement money to pay for the kids to go to college.
They set them up so they can get grants and scholarships.
Exactly. And they let somebody else pay for it. See, it's that same system. Even with real estate, there's ways to get in real estate without a lot of capital. There's grants. There's grants for real estate. I'll be here next week because Monique Spawn is going to be here on this platform talking about government grants and contracts.
Government contracts.
And if you never around people and you never hear it, you don't know what's available out there. But we do know real estate's been a thing since the beginning of time. That's where landlord, the name landlord came from, the landowners.
Absolutely.
The landowners. So you can't go wrong with real estate. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Go ahead and get your free grant download. Join us today at 2 p.m. on Clubhouse. And I'll be back tonight at 8 o'clock for our nightly webinar. Ladies, you got to own something. Own something that's going to bring you monthly income, cash flow, security, and help you to retire early. And don't leave your future. And like Rosie says, it's never too late to design your own life, your own financial plan. You know, we've been told a big lie. We've been told it's time for you to wake up.
Absolutely, Chiquita. It's they perpetrated a big fraud. It's true.
Right.
But if you have the right exposure to know what's out here, because there with real estate, there are so many, like you said, different ways that you can get into it. And someone may be out there saying, I don't have any money, I am just flat broke. That's the perfect time to start and the perfect time to set it up correctly.
Right. And when they say don't buy real estate now, when they run out, you run in.
You run in.
You run in. So, you know, get in that boot camp next week, $20.21. Go ahead and get your spot today. I'm going to be in there for 4 nights, giving you some awesome sauce about real estate. Grab your grant downloads so you can build your business, so you can have assets. And so we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Okay, and before we go, you all go over to Chiquita Gayle Lindsay's Facebook page. Friend her so you can have the link for Clubhouse and you can see all of the information about her boot camp. If you go to bit.ly /retire 2021 to register for her boot camp.
Absolutely.
Join her at 2 o'clock today on Clubhouse so you can pick up some more nuggets.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good day.
Bye, everybody.